Yes, hello farmers. This is David from Githunguri Dairy Breeders. I am a young farmer from Kiambu. I deal with dairy farming. I deal with high producing heifers. I deal with pedigree cows. Welcome. I'm welcoming you as I take you what we are doing here in Githunguri and the types of breed we are dealing with. Welcome very much. So welcome Ravenda.
Asante sana. Thank you very much.
This is Githunguri Dairy Breeders.
Thank you.
Here we deal with pedigree cattle. We deal with pedigree Frisians.
I like this.
We have 5 types of breeds, like Frisians. We have Frekve, we have Asia, we have red Frisians, and we have another breed that is called golden black.
So mostly you deal with breeding of cows.
I deal with breeding of cows and also with production. I also like to challenge my cows to get into the peak production they can.
Wow, so can we see around?
Yes, I can take you through so that you can see my breeds. So this is the shed that I keep my high yielders. I'll be taking you through.
So how do you differentiate the yielding of these cows?
First of all, I make sure my breeds that the cows that I am dealing with, they are from good genetics. For example, this is a golden black. This is a very rare breed. She was giving us at least 38 liters to 40 liters her last lactation. She's now 8 months in calf. We are expecting her to give us at least 40 to 45 liters. She is very adaptable and let me say very persistent, and her immune is very strong. She can adapt to any climatic change without any challenges. So it's one of our unique cows, and also she's a super giant. They are very big in nature, if you can see.
What about the weight?
The weight, okay, we normally in dairy farming we normally don't emphasize on weight. We usually focus on production, because if you look at this cow, you might even see she's not fat, but her body is healthy for production.
I like the beautiful fur.
If you see a dairy cow with a very fat body, it means that cow does not have any calf and it is not milking. So that's one of the characteristics of getting a good dairy cow.
True.
Yes.
What about the under?
This is the udder formation. We usually advise that if you are taking a good cow, make sure the udder is divided very well. Make sure the teats have a very good spacing. Make sure the teats are long enough so that you can even milk manually. So like us, we are milking manually currently. So this is a very good cow to take and start with. I have another breed there. I will show you.
Yes.
I'll be taking you through it. She is a red Frisian. Let me show you a red Frisian. This is not an Asia. If you can see her very well, this is a red Frisian. They are normally huge in body size. They are normally productive. Their milk is very rich in protein content. Like if you want to make butter, this is the best choice. If you want to make cheese, this is the best choice. And then it is very adaptable to new environments. So this is another breed we are breeding on, so that we can take dairy farming to the next level. Yes.
That's a golden.
That's a golden black.
Then
this is a red Frisian. Wow. I will show you Asia that is similar to this one, still in this video. Thank you very much. So guys, we have another, the third breed here. This is the Frekve breed. This breed is well known for adapting very well. Secondly, her milk is very rich in protein and cheese content. Then, this cow multitask in beef farming and in dairy farming. Whenever she is old or you want to expose her from market, you can expose her at a good price because she gains a lot of weight. Yes, so it's a very, very, very nice breed called Frekve. Both for beef and dairy farming. Yes, but she's very productive in dairy farming. Yes.
So the characteristics of
a Frekve is very adaptive, gains a lot of weight. Her milk is very rich in protein content, so she can adapt in any climate. That is the advantage. If you are doing free range areas, you can take her. If you are in Uganda, Tanzania, or any other country that
in
needs
dry areas,
that the environment is very hard, that is your breed.
wow.
Yes.
The fourth
So
breeds.
I will be showing you the fourth breed here. This is a golden Asher. This one here, she's a girl. She is pregnant for the first time.
Oh,
6 months in calf.
congratulations.
Yes, she's joining now the producing ones. That one is a golden Asher. You can see her. We are expecting at least 25 liters at her first calving, but their milk they are not high productive,
Yes.
but their milk is very thick. If you have 10 Frisians, you have one Asher, it gives you a milk quality.
Okay, I get
People in
that.
Machakos, people in Mombasa, Kitale, Western, that is the breed that adapts very well there. Yes.
That's the
The golden Asher.
okay.
Yes.
The fifth.
I have the fifth breed here. You call it a Jersey breed, of which she is young at this point. She is young, but she will get served very soon, as you can see her.
How old?
Right now she's 1 year. They are well known. It is the only breed that its milk can make butter easily because it is thicker than the golden Asher, than even the red Frisian and the Frekve. But the production is a bit low. They usually go up to 20 liters per day, but very thick milk. If you have a child that needs nutrients from milk, this is the best breed to take. If you want a cow that is very abusable, this is the cow to take. She's a heifer. She is waiting for the insemination time.
How old?
Right now she is 1 year. So we are expecting to serve her very soon. That is the fifth breed. So my friend Lavender, we are having a very unique breed here. This breed is called Cherosis breed. She is originated from German Swiss Frekve and a Cherosis breed. She's a cow that is very adaptive in every climate change. She's very productive, and if you can observe, they do not grow horns.
Yes.
They do not grow
Why is
horns,
that?
so that we can at least minimize the torture in cows as we cut these horns from them. Secondly, a cow with horns like this one can cause harm unless she is docile like this one. If she is very aggressive, she can cause harm anytime. She can push a pregnant cow with her boots. She can maybe push even a calf. Her hip joint dislocates. So we usually advise on cows with no horns.
And this is a male, eh?
This is a male. Yes, it's a Cherosis breed.
So what if it's a female? Well, at what range does it yield?
If it is a female, they usually go up to 40 liters, 45 liters per day. Yes, and they are very persistent in milk. If they give you 40, they can give you 40 for even 5 months without going down, going up.
Without differentiating?
Yes, not like the normal Frisian.
Alright.
Yes.
So how many cows do we have in this farm?
In this farm, roughly I have, when it is full capacity, when each cow is sleeping on her beddings, it is a full capacity of 120 cows, but currently I'm ranging from 80 to 90. If you observe my cleanliness, my shed is well drained. You cannot observe a lot of urine.
And the high water.
This is where our cows take water.
Yes.
We have automated their system. When the cow sees this water, and it tries to reach it, it presses this button here, and water comes automatically from the tank, so that the cow can drink a lot of water, and we can motivate our cow to drink a lot of water from this drinker. Then you do not have a lot of water wastage in your farm.
True.
Yes. So this is the reason why we have innovated this cow drinker to avoid wastage of water, clean water, and to motivate our cows to drink more water. Wow. Yes.
This is one of the technology.
This is one of technology in our farm, you will see. Secondly, we have like a PA system for our cows. Sometimes we put for them, we entertain them with some country music that will help them at least meditate and give us some yields. Now, thirdly, this is the most essential thing that the farmers should know. This bedding, the spacing of the beddings here, at least make sure it is 4 feet. 4 feet width and 8 feet length from here to here. And at least, if you don't go up to that much height, make sure it is at least 10 feet. The roofing is at least 10 feet from the ground. Okay. Yes.
And how regularly do you change the sawdust?
Okay, if you observe this bedding, this step, it is already cemented on the inside side, so that we can make this bedding not to fall off. Now, if a cow comes and helps ourselves here, like for instance here, you see there is cow dung inside here. Yes. It is very simple for you to just remove the cow dung, and the cow remains at a very, very dry environment and very, very comfortable.
Hygienic area.
Hygienic area like this one. Show them this cow here. She sleeps very well. Comfortable, very warm. And thirdly, the beddings helps very much in avoiding mastitis. If you have high-yielding cows and they sleep direct on the floor like this one that is wet, their teeth tend to take bacteria that have mastitis. That's why we advise our farmers to use beddings like sawdust. You can use rice husk. You can use sand from Naivasha, sand from Machakos there from Ukambani.
And the mattresses.
And the cow mattresses. If you have a lot of water to clean the mattresses, you should clean the mattresses 3 times a day. Every time you milk, make sure the mattresses are clean. So you can use cow mattresses, you can use the beddings that are sawdust, you can use rice husk, or you can use the sand that we build with, but not red soil.
Why
This
is that?
This is the reason. Your cows will be, first of all, very dirty. Red soil does not soak urine.
So you have to
see this one. If the cow urinates in this one, it soaks.
Yes.
And most of the time it dries up. If you use red soil, it will just be mud. For instance, there is a cow that has urinated in this bedding just right now, and it has already soaked everything. If you can see, it has soaked. But if you are using red soil, it would have just been mud. Secondly, it does not dry up easily, so it contributes to pneumonia, to the pneumonia disease. Thirdly, it will bring mastitis to your cows, and your cows will be looking very, very, very dirty. So if you want to maintain cleanliness in dairy farming, because it is a very, very big priority, make your beddings very clean, and the working area be cleaned regularly. Yes.
So you have, when you use when you use red soil, you have to clean up the udder when you are.
Okay, when we are milking our cows, we make sure our udder, they clean the udder, the whole udder from top to down. They do not just clean the teats; they clean the whole udder. That's why you can notice our cows are very clean.
Yes.
That's because we clean the whole udder to avoid mastitis. Mastitis is a very big challenge in dairy farming, and you have to avoid it. We always say prevention is better than curing.
Prevention is better than curing.
Yes.
Yes.
Now we will be seeing the other breeds here. So I have some good heifers here. This one are from Modo Isaiah 67.
We see they have a height.
They are very tall. Yes, like this one is a Holstein Friesian. We are expecting at least 35 liters at her first calving. This is now a pedigree Friesian, that one. those 2 heifers. This is where I advise my farmers to start with. In-calf heifer that is already inseminated 7 months in-calf. That is to make sure these 2 months that it is remaining for that cow to give birth, you are able to steam that cow. That cow will be able to adapt to your new climate. That cow will be able to give you an added advantage of a calf. And the day that the cow will give birth, it will not need time to start now to adapt again to the new climate.
The new environment.
It will start picking to the best pick to the picking. So this is a very nice cow for a farmer to start with. Yes.
So when you mean steaming, what
Yes.
do you mean by steaming?
By steaming, I mean if this cow gets to an in-calf of 7 months in-calf, we introduce dairy milk. Dairy milk are concentrates that help this cow to at least make the udder big, so that you can create room for production. Yes, and you also can attain the potential of your cow. Yes, by steaming I mean you introduce dairy milk, maize germ, mineral salt, unlimited water, and comfort.
Wow.
Yes.
So at what range after its delivery
Yes.
of milk production? How
Okay.
you steering it?
After the cow gives birth, normally a cow produces for a range of 10 months, but if it goes too late, it should go up to 12 months of milking. Yes.
At what range of maybe the farmer, at what range does the farmer expect from maybe 20 something liters or?
Okay, for this cow, this one is a sexed breed from Modo sire. So we are expecting at least 35 liters from her. Yes. But we have some cows that we are expecting even 25 liters, according to that cow's record, to the breed that she has been served, to the breed to the mother that she came from. So everything determines on the history, so that the cow tells you the liters it will give you in a day. Yes.
Now, how do you determine the range of your breeds in the farm?
First of all, I am not always open for sales, so that I can maintain my breeds and I can have time to breed my cows. So I only open for sometimes, but if you call me, I can assist you in maybe consultancy. You need anything to do with knowing where to start, knowing how you can construct such a shed, knowing where you can get such a breed. That one I can assist you on, but for me to maintain my own breeds, I am not always selling them, but I can assist you. If you have breeds, you need to improve your production, you need to build a good shed. That's something I can take you through.
Wow.
And as we keep maintaining our breed, we usually make sure when we serve this cow, we are using a bull catalog. A bull catalog.
So you keep records?
Yes, so that you can know the record of who was the father, who was the mother, so that you cannot inbreed that cow. You cannot now start breeding backward. So we make sure our breeding records.
When you inbreed?
When you inbreed, for instance, if you give this cow its father as the sire now, you will see the calf. She will be like a dwarf.
Oh, malnutrited
Yes, her growth will be very slow. She will not be much productive. Yes, we do not emphasize on people inbreeding their cows. Try and keep records. Records are very important, by the way, so that you can know where she came from, where she is heading, and also yourself, it can guide you. The history guides you on what to do, what breed to give your cow, which breed not to give your cow.
Wow.
Yes.
So you have said about the structure of the farmer, the farming.
Of the shed.
Yes. About your own structure.
Yes.
What inspired you to have such a structure?
First of all, I had not started with such a structure. I had started with a wooden structure. Because even if you have a wooden structure and you have the right measurements, your cows will still be staying in a very good shed. But now, after upgrading from the older farm I was using, I was inspired to build a modern shed so that I can be able to partition my cows. Like now I have a partition of high yielders there, heifers there. I have the cows that are giving us average milk here. Some are in calf, some are not. We have the cows that are a bit aged on the other side. and the younger heifers. So this is a farm that helped us to grow bigger, because at that point we were not even able to have so many animals at a very small space. But if you look at this one, it's only half an acre with a quantity of 120 cows. But currently we have not reached there. We are still getting there. Yes.
So you'll encourage people to have a good structure.
Yes. That I would advise you to have a good structure, even if it is not metallic. Make sure your measurements are okay. Make sure your shed is well drained, like this one, so that you can leave the cow dung and the urine alone. So that when you are collecting your cow dung, it does not mix and becomes like porridge. You understand, eh? You need to get the manure and the urine at a different path. That's why we always advise our farmers. You can, if you need even a good engineer for such a shed, I'll just give you mine. He will guide you. You don't have to start from this method. If you have wood at your place, make use of it. Just have the right measurement, and then when you are making your shed, make sure you put on this waste pipe here. If you look at this method, we have put a waste pipe from down to here, so that when the cow spits the urine from here and it sticks in this plastic, it does not affect this metal, and it will stay for a very long time.
Durable. Yeah.
Same case to wood. If you do the same thing to wood, it might stay even for 15 years. Yes. Wow. So make sure you put on this one for durability of your shed. Yes. We say in farming, everything is recycled. Yeah. This cow dung, we put it on our napier grass gardens. There, after we chop the napier, immediately we make sure we put on the manure. And that manure helps the napier again. Within 3 months, it is grown and it is back to the cows. So this one is very usable. And the urine, we drain it to the shamba there. This one is not much usable. You can use it for maybe sukuma wikis, for maybe cabbages, and anything at home.
For consumption, maybe.
But this one, we normally use it for our napier. And then we have a biogas, so that we can cut on cost of gas. We use it for free here. So the cow dung is very, very useful in your farm. You can also sell it, because some farmers need it for their maize farms. Yes, so it's a very good source of organic manure. Wow. So many people ask me why I decided to venture in dairy farming and not any other sector as a young person.
And you would have done rabbits.
And I would have done maybe pigs, rabbits, and any other farming. First of all, my area of where I am farming in, this area supports dairy farming very well, because we have a dairy cooperative society. That dairy cooperative society has a circle that we save in, that can give you a very good loan as a young farmer. Thirdly, dairy farming is self-employing. You don't need someone to employ you. If you just have passion, if you are just focused in dairy farming is a very good venture to venture in, because it pays every day. Every day you get your payment. For instance, if this cow gives me 30 liters a day, and I sell each liter at 50 shillings a day, that means this cow gives me 1,500 shillings per day. And I usually give it 600 per day.
The cost of production.
The cost of production and the cost of labor and everything. It is inclusive. I give it roughly 600 shillings Kenyan. So this cow gives me a return of at least 900 shillings or 800 shillings in a day. So you can see, if you have 15 cows that is giving you at with the same range, you'll be getting at least 13,000 in a day, and in your head month you'll be getting at least 300,000 as your profit. That is only 15 cows, I'm telling you. So if you get more, like we have, the more your profit will be at least getting up. So I can advise you to venture in this business. You just need to have passion. You just need to believe it can happen in your area. Come, I show you the breed that is adaptable to you, and it is worthy to you. I also have a page in TikTok where they can also find me teaching farmers there. We usually call it Githunguri Dairy Breeders on TikTok. Find it, you will see me in those videos training farmers, ask questions, then we will be solving them for you. Yes, thank you.
Wow. So there is this method that you have used to name your cows and tagging through piercing the ears.
Yes, we usually put on ear tags on our cows so that we can have better breeding record, because we need to know the age of the cow, we need to know the mother, where she came from, and we need to know the father that sired the mother to her. So we keep the ear tags as a record and then as an identity for the cow in the farm. If I need to know the name of the cow, I'll just check the ear tag, go in my computer, search her, and maybe know the details I need to know from her.
Huh.
Yes.
Even the immunizations and...
Yes, even the treatment record, we usually use the ear tags. If I tell you this is Everbest, she needs some treatment, you just come and check who is Everbest. You don't need to go to every cow checking if it is healthy or not. I just have to tell you the name. Yes.
So how regularly do you immunize, or what's the process of immunization in your farm?
Our cows usually get the vaccines after every 6 months. We usually get the vaccine of, first of all, we have foot and mouth, we have rampant skin, we have, what do we call it? PBB, the Homayamapaf, sorry. Yes, so we usually vaccinate them so that we make sure any disease that comes along, our cows are well guarded. Yes. Now, we usually tell our farmers to make sure you vaccinate your cow, because first of all, if this cow gets foot and mouth, and for instance she dies, at this point she is worth more than 200,000. But if she gets foot and mouth and dies at the same, with the same weight she's having right now, you can sell her for 15,000. So you can imagine how much they depreciate. From a cow of 200,000 to 15,000 that you can even not purchase a sheep.
And even the milk production
So
depreciates,
yes, not even the milk production depends on how you feed your cow, and secondly the breed you are having. Yes, you can be having a very good cow, but it is not being fed very well. You can be having a very good feeding, but you are feeding a cow that is on beef, should be fed on beef farming. That means she will gain weight instead of production. Yes. So make sure you vaccinate your cows with rampant skin disease, with foot and mouth. Those are the most common cases in Kenya, to avoid your cow dying and making loss in farming. Yes. Thirdly, we also have an advice. If you have a lot of animals and they are producing very well, make sure you have insurance. Each cow is only 13,000 annually per year. So that if your cow...
you can insure your cow?
Yes, you can insure this.
In case of death? In
case of your cow gets any accident, you just take a picture, you send it to the insurance company. For example, CIC, they insure very well the cows. You take a photo, you send to them, and you renegotiate and you can have your payment later.
Wow.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes, so now make sure you have insurance if you can. Thank you very much. So my sister, in this shed, we put on some of the cows that are a bit aged. I will show you one of our cows that is the most old cow here. The oldest cow here. And this is the final point. A dairy cow comes in. This is the final shed. Now from here it goes to the meat now. This is one of the oldest cow. She has calved 6 times. You can see her. This one. That is one of the oldest cows here. She is the reason why we are still having her. She gives birth very, very well. She still gives some good yield. So as I can advise any farmer, if your cow is still giving yield, and it is even if it is old and it gives birth very well, you can still put it as an incubator for your daughters. Now, Secondly, there is a question farmers ask. At what point, yes, does this cow get to a beef cow?
Yes.
To a beef, to know for meat? This cow, the first reason that can make her go for meat now,
Beef production.
beef now, it is because maybe you have destroyed the udder. The udder is not giving any milk anymore. So that cow cannot keep on feeding like any other cow, and she cannot produce. You can now decide to sell her for beef. Secondly, if the cow is too old and it cannot give birth again and it is not producing, we give her off to the market for beef. Thirdly, if there is any accident, maybe in the farm, and a cow falls off and it have a major accident, you will see that cow. You will take that cow to the beef farming now, to the beef market now.
There is this thing that you have said, the destruction of the under. How do you able
If
to
your cow gets mastitis is brought by hygiene, first of all. Secondly, if your milk does not milk the whole milk from the udder, it might get mastitis, and after it gets mastitis, the teeth do not give milk anymore. They usually give the milk that is like gum, very smelly, or maybe you get the milk out of the teeth like it is already fermented. Yes. So it destroys the teeth. These teeth that brings out the milk, and the cow does not bring out the milk anymore. So it does not belong to the producing cow. You just have to slaughter it. Yes. Make sure you have a very, very good hygiene. Wash your udder very well with clean water and warm water. And make sure your towels are very clean. Okay, now it is feeding time. As you can see, our cows are feeding. And many farmers keep on asking, what do we feed with our cows? With our cows here, we are feeding napier grass. This is napier. As you can see in this mixture, there is maize germ. This is maize, grinded maize. And in this formula, this black concentrate you can see, it is called dairy meal. So in a day, a cow feeds 35 kilos of silage. Or if you are not, yes, one cow. If you are not using silage, maybe you are using napier grass. It feeds 35 kgs. So, for instance, these are the lactating cows. For these cows, we give them a total mixed ratio of dairy meal, maize germ, mineral salt, and now the silage. And you make sure your cow is having unlimited clean water per day. Like, for instance, this milking cow, she is giving us 30 liters per day. We make sure she is fed 35 kgs of silage or maybe napier.
That is the lactating.
That is a lactating cow. We make sure she is fed at least 8 kgs of dairy meal and at least 6 kgs of maize germ. On top of that, they take very clean water and a very, very good comfort where they sleep, so that your cows can give you high yields, and then your cows can be very persistent in milking, in milk production, sorry.
So the components, we have the maize germ.
We have maize germ, we have dairy meal, we have napier, and now the mineral salts.
What are the nutrients? Maybe when you use maize germ, the nutrients?
Okay, now this napier is fodder. Most of it we fed to our cows. It does not have protein content. It does not have high content of protein. So that we can make it as a silage, we use maize germ. That's why we are putting this maize. Silage is made of maize. When you put maize on the napier, you make it almost like silage now. Now, if you already have that, you need now dairy meal. Dairy meal is a composure of supplement, sunflower, canola, cotton seed, and everything that helps the cow to give production. Now dairy meal, you make sure that cow feeds 8 kg a day, 4 kgs in the morning, 4 kgs in the evening. And now you have to give your cow 300 grams of mineral salt per day.
For the lactating,
for the lactating cows. That is a lactating cow.
How regularly? How many times do you maybe milk the lactating?
We milk 3 times a day. We milk 4 in the morning. We milk 1 in the evening, afternoon, sorry, and we milk 7 in the evening. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is the feeding for the lactating cow. Now, when you get to the heifers, because they are not lactating, we do not feed them with high concentrates like dairy meal. We withdraw dairy meal, and then in the part of maize germ, we give at least 6 kgs per day. We do not reduce anything in the part of maize germ, so that our cow can have a very good body score, and at least it can the body structure can be very big in a very short time. We can at least fasten the growth of the cow. If you give it as it is bare, it will have a lot of the growth will be very slow. So you have to supplement it with at least maize germ and mineral salt. Yes. So when you get to the heifers, you only deduct dairy meal, and you add on mineral salt and clean water, comfort, and silage. You don't give dairy meal, so that you can cut on cost of feeding your cows.
Okay.
Yes. We have calves there, which are young from day 1 to day 90. We usually give them 5 liters of milk per day, 2 in the morning, 1 in the lunch time, 2 in the evening. That is to make sure our calf feeds enough for protein, and then to make sure our calf each day is gaining at least 800 grams. Calf should gain each 100 grams per day. Then on top of milk, we usually give the calf pellets. At least for each calf, we give 1 kilo to 2 kilos depending on age. Then we do not remove the water. We make sure the water is always there, so that they can get trained on water. And then we give them at least hay, dry matter. We do not give them the green matter. We just give them the dry matter, so that they can start making their digestion very well. Yes.
What is the importance of pellets for the calves?
It's just like dairy meal. The components of making calf pellet is just like dairy meal. So it has a lot of protein, and it helps the calf to have a very great foundation, and it grows very fast. Yes. Yes, and a good immune for the calf. So we'll be going to the calf shed. I will show you how we make it and how our calves are. Yes. So guys, here is where we have our calf pen. As you can observe, we have raised our calf pen at least 2 feet from the ground, so that if the calf urinates, that urine drains to the ground to avoid pneumonia, and to keep the calf clean and tidy every time, and warm, every time. So this is our calves. Some are young, some are 2 months old, some are 3 months old. So we usually train our farmers, feed them with 5 liters of milk per day. The calves that are 0 days to 90 days. After 90 days, you can withdraw the milk and now feed on only napier and hay, or maybe silage with hay, and at least some maize germ and mineral salt. Yes, this is our calf pen. This is how we make it. Yes.
What are the diseases that maybe affect the calves?
Most of the diseases that affect the calves is pneumonia, because of the wetness. Secondly, if your workers give them that milk, they usually diarrhea a lot, of which they tend to dehydrate and die. So if you do not regulate your milk very well, you give too much milk, your cow will diarrhea, and at the end it will dehydrate, and she will pass away, or he will pass away. So most cases, just make sure your milk is not too much, not too low, and your supplementation is okay. Water is clean, and where the calf stays is warm. She cannot die at that condition.
When you say clean milk?
Yes. I mean, you give the milk that it is fresh from the cows. Don't keep milk for 2 weeks that it is already fermented, and it is the milk that you are feeding your calf. It will die very, very, very soon. It will diarrhea, and it will die. But if you always make sure your calf is consuming something clean, your calf will be very, very, very healthy.
What are the requirements? Maybe for the person who is milking, because you're
Okay,
not using
even
the machine.
in the milking there, you only just need to milk when you are clean. But when you are feeding the calf, that is where the point is. You can see a farmer that most farmers give the milk with a sufuria. They tend to give with fingers so that the cow can lick. And maybe she has not even washed the hand. That bacteria affects it's just like a small child. If you give her anything that is new to her body, it must react. Yes. So you must avoid, you have to buy a drinker. There is such a drinker for calves, just like a teat. You put on milk inside and she sucks from there.
Wow.
Yes.
I love this.
Yes. Thank you. My friend Ravenda, that has been the farm tour. I hope you have learned something.
A lot.
Any Gen Z or any young person or any person from your account which is Focus Africa. If you get to our farm, we will give you free delivery to your farm. So that we can give you that as a discount. And also, if you tell us you come from Focus Africa, we will also have to consider you on prices.
Wow.
So if you are out there, you need to start, make sure you come. There are also challenges, by the way.
Yes.
Some challenges with some workers, maybe sometimes they do not want even to work, but you have even to come here and push them. So in dairy farming, make sure you have passion, make sure you are present, and make sure you are focused. You will go far. You will go far.
Don't use your phone a lot.
Don't use your phone a lot. Make sure even if you are a mobile farmer, make sure you have cameras. Like here we have cameras, live cameras. Even if you are in America, you can also inspect your farm. You can see they have not fed, they have not milked. You will just give them a call. You understand?
Yes.
So if you are working in the office, you can still farm from there.
Keep track.
Yes, keep track, call us and we will help you.
So thank you very much, Mr. David. Thank you for your generous information that you have created to us, me specifically, and our online audience. Asante sana, we appreciate.
Thank you very much. Welcome again. Let me prepare a bowl of milk for you.
Wow.
So that you can take to your people there and you can get a taste of having a dairy farm.
Githunguri.
Thank you very much.
Asante.
Welcome again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that has been Githunguri Breeding Farm in Kiambu County, and we appreciate your generous information. So from me, I've learned. As for me, I've learned. As for you, I don't know what you have learned, so continue commenting down below so that we can keep in touch and keep on track of what we have learned in our year 2025. Keep it focused, Africa. See you next time.